So now I have a speech for you guys. And I'm glad I have waterproof mascara on. Just saying. Yes, I do wear mascara sometimes. You learned it from 17 beauty tips, right, Prentice? After my speech, we're going to be presenting the certificates and sashes. So, tonight we celebrate the class of 2009. I can honestly say that after spending the last 4 years with these young men and women, I know what Charles Dickens meant about the best of times and the worst of times. Now, the first time I met them, it was on a field trip to the ropes course their freshman year. The purpose of this trip was to build community. Suffice it to say that we spent the day after the field trip brainstorming on the board about how we could work together more respectfully and learn to support each other both academically and socially. Time trudged on. I wondered, it wasn't just you, I wondered how I was going to get through the next 4 years with this group, honestly. But after countless nightmares, tears, and yes, hours of therapy, I began to see that for every bad day with this class, they would give me at least 2 good ones. That when they tried, really tried, and gave fully of themselves, they were a force to be reckoned with. Yes, there have been a lot of bad days, a lot of conflicts, a lot of disappointments. But when I really think about it, our job as educators is to prepare young people for life out there. And after going through what these students have gone through with themselves, with their teachers, with each other, I cannot think of a group on Berkeley High's campus who is better prepared for this world. Time and again, these students have found themselves in tough spots, but when they've been successful, it has been when they have pushed themselves to excel individually for the sake of the group, collectively. I'm thinking of work they've done on projects like their zines and the Garret and their poetry book. I'm thinking of the artifact share at the junior retreat. I'm thinking of times this year when a whole class was dysfunctional, but they turned it around after we had an intervention in Mr. Binloss's office. I'm thinking of the lobbying we did in Sacramento last month. Just the performances you saw on the stage tonight are an example of how these young people will sacrifice so much of their time and energy to give their community a part of themselves. This group of people, despite the tough spots, have taught me what it really means to be a community. You, their families, are the most important part of their community. You are the lucky ones who will get to be with them forever. But I'd like to think that for the past 4 years, we've been something like a real family. We've laughed together at countless Norm, Patrice, Alex, Isaiah roasting sessions. We've cried together at our many experiences of family hardships and losses, eaten together when Prentice has treated us to Betty's Bake Shop. That's me. Or when Noel has asked us to share. Studied together for Ms. Friedis' U.S. History important dates, tests, plural. And prayed together whenever Christina or Kenji sustained yet another injury. There are so many experiences with this class that I would like to relive, like all of Daniel's hugs, Niana's jokes, Patrice's stories, Sydney's exaggerations, Alice's songs, Amber's random comments, and the many amazing dance performances I've attended. Yes, even yours, Tobias. And some experiences I would not like to relive, like riding in the ambulance with Christina or performing the Heimlich maneuver on William Moore. After these 4 long years, it's hard to believe that after next week, there will never be another time in our entire lives when we will all be together. We may try, and we may come close, but it is always statistically next to impossible, verified by Prolo, even with the best efforts of the reunion committee to get every last person together. I'm not telling you this to be sentimental. I'm telling you because I hope that you value each and every person sitting among you tonight. Whether or not they are your best friend, they have shared something with you that no one in your lives will share. They have spent more time with you than anyone else as you traversed a most important passage when you stopped being kids and started being women and men. I speak from experience when I say that when you get to be my age, you are going to be hungry to share memories of this time. If I'm still around then, and you give me a call, I promise that if I can still remember anything, I will remember you. I know there have been times when you've disappointed me. I know that there have been times when, in your words, I was doing too much. For sure. Amber. But I want to tell you all that through the good times as well as the bad, it has been an extraordinary honor to have been your teacher. And I love you from the bottom of my heart.